Hello, everyone. Bill Wilson, Senior Editor of Supermarket News, with another episode of Supermarket News Off the Shelf. My guest today is Brian Numainville. He's the principal at the Feedback Group, and they just came out with a study that revealed supermarkets have surpassed the mighty Amazon and mass retailers in online food shopping satisfaction. Brian, thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
So if you wouldn't mind just going over the parameters of this study, how you worked it, how it was structured, that sort of stuff.
Sure. Well, just for context, the feedback group comes alongside retailers, wholesalers, trade associations, and others, and helps them to listen to customers and shoppers and employees. So we conduct national studies of in-store and online shopping for food, as well as other topics on kind of an ongoing basis. And we view that as a service to the industry to help make sure that trends are visible and there's benchmarks on a number of important measures and topics. So this online shopping experience study was a national study with 1,000 online food shoppers across all online channels and representative of various demographics like generations, as well as geographic locations. So the results yield a comprehensive understanding of the state of online food shopping satisfaction and meaningful insights into where supermarkets and other channels are performing well and where there's some room for improvement.
So were you surprised supermarkets beat out Amazon? That's the number one question I think everyone has from this study.
Sure. Well, it might be surprising to some given Amazon's strong position in online shopping. And of course, supermarkets have been in the food and grocery business for an awful long time. But over recent years, many supermarkets have made significant investments in their e-commerce capabilities to meet the increasing demand for online grocery shopping, and especially during the pandemic, as we all recall. And some grocers have partnered with other platforms like Instacart or DoorDash to strengthen their abilities or replace more basic online offerings that might have been in place previously. And we found that 45% of shoppers in the survey, for example, had their most recent online order handled by DoorDash, Instacart, or Shipt. So while it's certainly noteworthy, it's not entirely surprising that supermarkets have managed to achieve a higher overall satisfaction rating than Amazon. But having said that, well, at a macro level, in terms of overall satisfaction, supermarkets had the top score. There's still an opportunity for supermarkets when you dig more deeply into the touch points of the online food shopping experience. So things like navigation during the shopping experience, standards for quality and freshness, providing detailed information about products, identifying substitutions, and determining freshness online. So these are all areas where Amazon had the top score and does beat out supermarkets. So still room for improvement.
So what about selling to the younger generation? What do grocers need to realize, and how can they really attract the younger shopper that really has grown up in this digital world?
Bill, that's a great question. The study uncovers considerable generational differences in satisfaction with online shopping. Boomers are the most satisfied, giving a 4.40 rating of their most recent experience. Gen X at a 4.21, millennials at a 4.10, and Gen Z respondents at the lowest at 3.95. So there's indeed an issue there. And part of that, younger generations like Gen Z and millennials are really digital natives, meaning they've grown up in a world dominated by digital technology. And as our study found, they're less satisfied with online grocery shopping experiences in older generations. And really, a lot of that's probably because they're accustomed to seamless digital experiences in really all aspects of their lives, and they have high expectations when it comes to online shopping. So to attract and satisfy these younger shoppers, grocers really need to continue to innovate their online platforms. Things like improving mobile app interfaces, enhancing personalization, and ensuring a wide range of products are available for online purchase. And moreover, communication is key. Younger consumers tend to appreciate transparency and engagement, clear and open communication about issues like stock levels, sustainability, fair trade. These are all things that can resonate with this demographic. And finally, there's social media. An effective presence on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, for example, can be a useful tool in attracting younger shoppers, meeting them where they are and providing the kind of experience that they're looking for digitally.
So you went into what some of the grocers can do for the younger generation, but just in general, what can they do to make their online offerings more inviting?
Well, there's a bunch of different ideas and things they can do there. User experience. So a clean, intuitive interface. It's easy to navigate. Ensuring product images are clear and appealing, descriptions accurate, and search and filter functionalities are user friendly. That's one kind of area. The whole personalization, and I keep coming back to that because personalization and the providing those recommendations based on a customer's previous purchases or browsing history really makes the experience feel more tailored and convenient. Availability and variety, ensuring a wide range of products are available online, not just the basics, having a full selection, and confidence in item availability. Because if it's not there, they can't buy it. And so that's another focus area. Quality assurance, the fresh produce. We found that there were some issues with perception on fresh produce. Well, it's the most purchased fresh category. It's also one that has a lot of the most issues. So making sure that you're helping reassure customers about the quality of what they're purchasing. There was one online retailer in the past that they actually had their people testing the produce each day, and they showed videos of that. Now that's a great way to illustrate, hey, we're on top of this, right? Fair pricing and promotions. Shoppers in the study felt somewhat unsure about the fairness of pricing relative to the convenience they're getting. So clearly communicating about pricing and offering exclusive online promotions and rewards. That's another area. Delivery and pickup options, providing flexible, convenient delivery and pickup options, and having a contactless pickup and clear communication about when and how orders are going to be delivered or ready. That's another thing, that clarity. And the last one I'll touch on, customer service. Having a strong customer service presence that's reachable via today chat, as well as email, phone, text, can provide shoppers with the confidence that they'll get any issues or concerns they have promptly addressed. So by focusing on all these areas, grocers can really make sure that they're satisfying a wider range of customers and potentially attracting new ones.
So you've kind of already gone into this, but one of the things that your study revealed was customers don't really feel, the loyalty there online. What can grocers do to connect better and make customers feel like they're more important, or they are important, and they need their business?
Right. Well, there's a number of ways they can do that. One thing, again, I talked about social media for the younger generation, but that's just as, important with really all generations at different platforms for different people. But whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to share product updates, recipes, special promotions, and engaging with customers in the comments and messages. One thing just to put stuff out there, but it's another thing to engage. And that's why that's called social media, right? So we've got to have a conversation, and that's going to make people feel more connected. Email newsletters, where you're sending out regular communications and sharing useful content to help them feel connected to your store. Loyalty programs, that whole offering points for purchases, discounts for members, personalized offers, like we talked about, personalization. Again, that's really important because those types of things, even being able to easily reorder past purchases or greeting customers by name when logging in. I mean, it can be easy things too. It doesn't have to all be heavy lifting. Interactive features, anything that you can do to offer live chat support, video tutorials for how to use the platform, virtual cooking classes, all those types of things help you feel connected to the retailer. And the last one, which of course I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, are feedback mechanisms, providing easy ways for customers to give feedback through surveys, ratings, reviews, contact us forms. That's valuable information for the retailer, but it's also just as important to respond to that information when you get it, so that people know that you're really listening and you're not just, they submit how many times have you submitted a thing for more information and you never hear back, right? And so you got to take care of the customer that way. So if you employ these strategies, I think a lot of those things can help grocers increase their connections with customers and enhance the overall online shopping experience.
Brian Numainville, principal of the Feedback Group, thanks so much for your insight, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Bill.
And this concludes another